Hello students, hope you are all fine. In the previous class we discussed the Newton's second law of motion. We discussed derivation of Newton's second law, that is F is equal to ma. In this class we shall discuss about Newton's third law of motion. Third law of motion. Newton's third law states that every action has equal and opposite reaction. Now we will see what is it in case of Newton's third law of motion. First law and second law applies to a single body, whereas Newton's third law applies to two bodies together. Now let us see what is Newton's third law of motion. Take two spring balances such that one is inside the other like this. Now try to show some force. With both your hands try to stretch both spring balances. You will see that whatever force is shown here, same force is shown in the second spring balance also. Now if you try to increase the force on one spring balance, automatically the force on other spring balance also increases. Now you cannot apply different forces, always it will be the same force here. Next, you are able to walk because you are applying some force on the floor. The floor is also able to apply same force on you. So you will be able to walk. If you try to push a wall against you, if you try to push a wall by applying some force, in turn the wall pushes you back, right. Birds, when they fly in the air, they push the air backwards, air pushes them forward, that is how they move. Even fishes in water, they try to push the water back and the water pushes them forward. This is what is Newton's third law of motion, which states every force, every action has equal and opposite reactions. It acts on two bodies. Let us say there are two masses like this, two balls of different sizes of mass m1 and m2. Let us say it is moving with velocity u1 and this is moving with velocity u2. Suppose if u1 becomes greater than u2, what happens? This body goes and hits this body. When they hit each other for a certain point of time, whatever force this object applies, same force this also applies on BA, but in the opposite direction, that is FAB will be equal to minus FBA. Let us call this as A, let us call this as B. FAB is a force applied by first body on the second body, FBA is a force applied by second body on the first body. It will be in the reverse direction, that is why we are keeping minus sign here. So this shows that every action has equal and opposite reactions. Even when the rocket has to move, it expels the gases with great velocity. Now this gas in turn makes the rocket move upward. So this action forces gases expelling out, reaction forces the rocket moving up into the sky. Now the next, let us see how this rocket moves with the help of a small activity. For this, what you have to do is inflate a balloon, then stick this balloon to a straw with the help of a tape. Now insert a thread inside this straw that you have taken. Now what you do is, after inflating this balloon, just close it with the help of your hands. Once you open it, what happens is, you will see that this balloon moves right side. With the speed of the gases that come out, to match the momentum of the gases that come out, this balloon moves in the opposite direction, which shows the movement of a rocket, right. This is called a balloon rocket. We shall discuss one more activity to show that the two forces, action and reaction pair, act on two different objects. We shall do a small activity based on that. Let us discuss the activity. For this activity, you need a stand. You need a test tube, a cork, some water. You need threads to tie this. You need a spirit lamp. Like this. You need some water, test tube, cork, and you need a thread to tie it, and you need a spirit lamp. Now as you heat the water inside the test tube, what happens is the water vaporizes, it vaporizes and pushes this cork out. When the cork is thrown out, this test tube comes back with the speed that the cork, with the velocity which is equal to the velocity of the cork in the backward direction. So this shows that action and reaction pair occurs on two different objects. Action is on one object, reaction is on other object. So Newton's third law talks about action and reaction pair on action and reaction forces on two different objects. That's about Newton's third law. I hope you understood this Newton's third law. We shall continue in the next class.